It's your boy Bobby B. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Uncle Lulu. Now, what we're going to say about Uncle Lulu? Basically, Uncle Lulu is the one who is the youngest in the family, where Marvin is the oldest, Raquel is in the middle, and Uncle Lulu is the baby. I know you guys thinking he was the big brother. I thought the same thing. When it comes down to it, Uncle Lulu was most definitely the laid-back one in the family. He's the one who Raquel looks at as the number two, her right-hand man. And he's also the one who moves the way he moves. He's pretty quiet, and he handles things a little bit differently. He finesses a lot of situations. Like, for example, I don't remember old girl name, but the one who owns the club, he finessed her, but he didn't want her. But when it comes down to it, though, he did want to get with Jessica. And for those of you who don't know who Jessica is, that is Famous's big sister from out of town. I believe she comes from Baltimore. She's fine, too. At the end of the day, Lulu said he wanted her. He was trying to get at her, but we know Famous didn't want him getting at her. He still got with her anyway. Basically, he was having her with him, and they went straight to the studio where he went and did what he had to do. When the studio dude was flirting with her, of course, and as we know, Lulu and the studio dude go way back. What we found out about him, though, is that he's musically talented, to the point that he knows how things work. He knows the studios, everything. He did get mad at Jessica because she had a little bit too much, conversation with old boy, and she was just telling him, look, you can do the same thing he do because you're smarter than he is. But the thing is with Lulu is that he's looking at life the way it is, not looking at life like, okay, I would want to do this, because he's like, it's about this money, and it's about being who I am. Because right now in this situation, he's been doing this game for a long time, and he's been Raquel's number two man for a long time. He is the one that they pretty much put out there to handle things. He's the one who takes care of things. Somebody needs to go, he makes sure they go. Somebody needs to do something, he makes sure they do what it is. He's the quiet brother, meaning that he don't say much. When Marvin talks a lot and Raquel talks whenever she feels she need to, she's not that quiet. She'll say what she gotta say. Lulu's the quiet one. You know what they say about the quiet ones in family? You gotta always watch the quiet one, or you should be quiet too. There's a rule to some of these things here. They say that, listen here, you have one mouth and you have how many ears? Two. Listen more, talk less. And Lulu does that. So when it comes down to it, I think Lulu's going to be the one who teaches Kanan more stuff. And what I mean by that is basically this. I know you guys have been saying this for the longest. The jacket that Lulu is wearing is the jacket that Kanan eventually wears in the series. I can believe that. Cannot confirm it, can't confirm it, but I do believe there's a big chance of that. I'm thinking, I don't know what happened with Uncle Lulu, but at the end of the day, for Kanan to wear the man jacket, there must be some big form of respect that he has for Uncle Lulu or something along those lines. Basically, when it comes down to it, we know that Lulu is the muscle. Raquel's the brain, but she's also got muscles. Lulu is the muscle. Marvin, on the other hand, is Marvin, he's a muscle too, but he's just a little different. The whole thing is, when it comes down to it, Lulu is one of the coolest characters in the show. I like him. I can't wait to see how things go with him. But the thing is, listen, if you really pay attention to how this man talked, he told Jessica, I'm just trying to do what I can in this short life of mine. It means he feels as though death is around the corner. So when it comes down to it with him, who knows? All I know is this right here. I like him. He's cool as hell. And I think he's pretty much a great character. And then there was that situation with D-Wiz, which is one of the most powerful moments in the show so far. He didn't want to do it. Brought tears to his eyes, sadness to his heart. He did something, call him and give you the best night of your life. Growing up, things like that happens. There are some people who they are told, do this. But at the end of the day, they can do it. They can do it quick or they can do it slow. And with him, he looked at D-Wiz. He looked at D-Wiz's age and said, let me do this for him. Let me do this. He did what we call is took that man out with class. Gave him some stuff he never been through before. And then when he did all this, he did what he had to do and D-Wiz was gone. So a lot of people don't do that. That's a person with some form of respect. Somebody with a form of love. Somebody with a form of that's classy. He did that classy. But when it comes down to it, Lulu is definitely the muscle. And I want to say to you guys that I think with Marvin is going to be teaching Kanan how to do this and that in terms of making money. Lulu's going to be the one that's going to teach him how to be a shooter. He's going to be teaching Kanan how to operate, how to get at people, things of that nature. We ain't there yet, but it's most definitely coming. Is it going to be this season? I don't know. It may be season 2. At the end of the day, though, I do think that he is the one that's going to be teaching Kanan how to be a shooter. But when it comes out to it, I just want to say to all of you guys, that's me talking about the whole thing there. I just want to say, it's your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say to you much love, much respect. Hold it down, and one.